BBC, inspiring Uganda.
Smallholder farmers are challenging government through Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries to review the National Seed Policy 2018 as remedy to food security and seed sovereignty. They say patent rights contained in the National Seed Policy 2018 that mandate rights production, supply and control to individual companies limits farmers' freedom of seed selection and choices. And yet the same policy recognizes community seed banks, has provisions for regulation, production and sale of quality declared seeds, including a provision for the national listing of traditional varieties. However, according to smallholder farmers in Chikarara Parish, Bwambala Sub-County, Rukunjiri District, they say this does not translate to the local farmers. During a seed fair at Igaaniriro Rya Kubumbu's demonstration farm and seed bank in Chikarara Parish, Bwambala Sub-County, Rukunjiri District, organized
by African Institute for Culture and Ecology (AFRIS), with which support from Africa Biodiversity Network and Global Green Grants Fund encourage farmers embrace traditional farming for quality agricultural productions.
And specifically, what I do with farmers in the communities. I do inseminate farmers about the knowledge of agroecology and general knowledge of keeping the environment reviving and having a very unique environment that was there before our generation, whereby with these days much of chemicals are so much used in the environment, and very much organisms are now extincting, and we are trying to revive them through the agroecology technicalities, and each and every crop that you see in the environment needs the same nutrients, though in different quantities and different forms.
Victoria Kembabazi is a project officer in charge of seeds and culture at African Institute for Culture and Ecology. Says there is need to revive traditional farming practices and manure, adding that this will go a long way to fight food insecurity and improve on seed sovereignty.
We had a seed fair, and these women were showcasing different types of seeds and the varieties and their importances. This seed fair helps people and the neighboring community to come and learn and get to know the indigenous seed varieties that women have grown. As you know, our indigenous seeds were lost, but since AFRIS started from visiting these communities, they have helped them and they've supported them and encouraged them into the revival of the indigenous seeds. And also, when we grow these seeds, we use different types of traditional farming systems, the agricultural practices, and these practices have helped so much in biodiversity conservation, because when these practices are used, we don't specifically use chemicals, but we only look at the natural the ones that will help in conserving the environment. Natural organic fertilizers that are made especially from here, from our center, because we have a center in Rukunjiri. These women come here and learn and teach themselves the different traditional practices, the organic pesticides they are using in their homes. And after they are supposed to apply them into their homes, that has helped these women to keep the soil fertility and not kill different microorganisms in the soil.
Mr. Tabaro Dennis Natukunda, the Executive Director of African Institute for Culture and Ecology, AFRIS, a non-government organization that supports farmers embrace traditional farming for quality agriculture productions during a one-day workshop at Igaaniriro Rya Kubumbu demonstration farm and seed bank in Chikarara Parish, Bwambara Sub-County, Rukunjiri District.
Here we support farmers in Rukunjiri, in Chikarara, in Chikarara and Bwambara sub-county. We support them to revive their indigenous knowledge farming systems, where they grow very important crops, which they use different varieties, indigenous varieties, which are resilient to climate change, which are nutritious, and also which are long-lasting. They use organic manure, they use and they conserve environment and nature. So what they do here, they have got a demonstration center where they have got local seed banks like granaries, Evtara. They have got different things that they use to make sure that the soils are very fertile. They use cow dung, they use urine for goats and rabbits. They use the droppings of chicken to make sure that those elements are mixed and are used to preserve crop life and soil life.
Tabaro Dennis Natukunda expressed worry, citing the patent rights contained in the National Seed Policy 2018 that mandate rights production, supply and control to individual companies that will limit farmers' freedom, and challenged government to review the policy for early response.
We also request the government that there is need for revising on the 2018 seed policy, the national seed policy, because the national seed policy gives mandate to companies and private producers of the seeds to own, to produce and regulate seeds. This one is not conducive to farmers because it robs them of their seed and food sovereignty. We want the farmers to own their seeds, to be able to produce it, to supply it, to share it and store it for future seasons. But the policy needs to be addressed because of some of those flaws.
He further advised government to direct extension workers and a parish development model program to voluntary organizations in promoting traditional methods of farming to restore resilient environment that is currently affected by hybrid immersion, restricted on reliance of manufactured pesticides and fertilizers.
And we also request the extention workers in the Ministry of Agriculture, in the Ministry of Fisheries and Forestry to embrace this kind of approach where the indigenous farming systems are also incorporated in the modern farming systems, more especially agroecology, because it has been proved that these indigenous farming systems are very essential, and they are, most of them are resilient, climate smart, and at the same time They help farmers to apply their knowledge and the traditional practices in conservation of crops and seeds, in preservation and prevention of pesticides of pests, in making organic pesticides, organic fertilizers, instead of using synthetic chemical pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Of course, chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides have destroyed biodiversity. They have destroyed the soil. They have destroyed the pollinators like bees, which are essential in crop production. And of course, they destroy our water sources. They destroy all the pollinators and soil organic and soil organisms. So we call upon them to embrace this type of farming system.
Kamsima Scovia Kamara, the Bwambara Sub-County Woman Councillor representing Chikarara Parish, appreciated African Institute for Culture and Ecology for championing environmental conservation, food storage and healthy, noting that Bwambara Sub-County had drafted bylaws restricting bush burning, pesticides and deforestation as a bid to preserve environment. African Institute for Culture and Ecology AFRIS has demonstration firms at Igaaniriro Rya Kubumbu in Chikarara Parish, Bwambara Sub-County, Rukunjiri District, as well as Bulisa in the Old Region Bulisa District and Kalangala District around Lake Victoria in Bugala and Buvuma Islands, equipped with trainers, seedlings and storage facilities to guide farmers revive traditional farming characterized by climate-resilient crops and self-made pesticides and manure for healthy raw foodstuffs.